Hello, boys and girls. Tom here, aka Nostradamus. Let's get the really bad news out of the way. I'm not a financial advisor. You got to put on your own big boy pants. You got to make your own decisions. I'm here to help, though. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. The stock market and cryptocurrency is, especially that crypto, is crazy risky. Not only is it highly volatile, and it's probably not for most of you. If you want me to be honest, I can get into that. And there's definitely a lot of scams out there, so you got to really know security really well. I have done videos on that. I do plan on updating a security video. I even have a Yubico keys, some Yubico keys, UB keys that I haven't set up yet. In the process of doing that, I want to see what those are like. Anyway, let's get into the markets. Stock market is going to open in 4 minutes. The big news, obviously the big news of the day is Bitcoin started rocking. And you know what they say about Bitcoin when it's rocking, don't come a knocking. With that, Ethereum is going up. I was looking at two other alts that I really like, Polkadot and ADA. Oh my goodness. Both of them have actually had pretty good moves. Polkadot's in like 5th place now. It came out of nowhere. It's up like 30-40% in a pretty short time frame. I could say I'm pretty bummed that I missed that move, but I think there's still plenty of room to go. JF, what is happening? Baby dog, what is happening? Nostradamus, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good, other than got a big day of work ahead of me. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Have you bought Cardano? Yeah, so I bought 1,000. That's a great question. Let me switch over to Tastyworks so we don't miss that opening. I bought, I don't know, like last week I bought 1,000. I want to say $1,000 of ADA. I bought some VeChain too, just because it's cheap and a lot of people are talking about it. So I got like $18,000 of VeChain. I don't remember if that was like $500 or something. I definitely want to buy more Cardano. I definitely want to buy Polkadot, and I've actually kind of made some effort to buy Polkadot, but I've been pretty lazy about it. The only easy place I can buy Polkadot right now, I'm sure there's some other places, but I don't have KYC set up, or I haven't done any decentralized exchange trading yet. Makes me a little nervy. Hey, human, what's happening? How you doing, buddy? So I'm definitely want to buy more ADA. I definitely want to buy Polkadot. The problem is I need to transfer Ethereum over to Kraken. I'm going to check my Coinbase tonight and see if I can do that. I tried it with Binance yesterday, but it's still locked up. I think once you buy it at Binance, you have to hold it for 10 days or something like that. So at Binance, I just was able to start buying them. Mr. Skinner, good morning. What? Nice. Hey, hit those likes, everyone. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna try and transfer some Ethereum over to Kraken tonight, and then buy some Polkadot. I actually kind of want to go, dude, but man, it's already had such a big move. I swear, last week Polkadot was like 11 on the market cap list, and now it's like 5 or something. Let me pull that up real quick. But I still love it. I think Polkadot's easy. Like conservatively, I'm thinking about this. Conservatively, I'm not, look, price targets, come on, dude. How many times I gotta say it? Price targets don't mean S, or I mean predictions, but I think conservatively, anything can happen, but conservatively, Bitcoin, I don't see how it doesn't hit $100,000 this year. What kind of violent pullback it's gonna have, I have no idea. I think Ethereum is 2,000 to 5,000, pretty easy. But let's just say Bitcoin goes to 100,000. So that 100,000 would be a lot. I mean, that's a lot, and people are throwing out numbers like 200,000, 300. I think 100,000. Maybe it spikes up way higher and then it comes back down. But at 100,000, its market cap's going to be around 1.8 trillion. You figure Ethereum, I think Ethereum could push and grow more, gain on that market cap. So if Bitcoin, like 2.5 times here, you think Ethereum's going to do the same thing. So you're looking at like a 3,000 to 5,000 Ethereum, and then that market cap is going to grow to I don't know, like 250 billion. And if Polkadot and Cardano, I think Cardano's got that Gogan, is it Gogan coming up? I don't know a lot about that, but there is a big Cardano family. It's still kind of lagging behind. I mean, in the last 7 days, it's down 4%. Polkadot's up 22%, up 31%. I swear it was like $10 yesterday. So I need to, I mean, it's hard. And that's one of the things that's probably going to cause this market to explode, is a lot of people are having difficulty buying this stuff. Even, I think the only place I could easily buy Cardano is on my Binance.us. And that took 8 days to get my KYC, like seven business days to get my KYC done, and then another day to get my bank account verified. They might even be lagging more behind because the people pouring in is just out of control. And I think Binance does it all manually, which is insane. So Binance is one of the few places you can buy Cardano. Kraken's even, like Kraken, my KYC took an hour. But the only way you can fund Kraken is via wire, which sucks. So I was looking to transfer some. I was pretty bummed. Binance was, man, transferring Bitcoin scares the S out of me, because you got to make sure you get your address right. And if you get your, like, it's just the click of a button, you could lose thousands of dollars if you do it wrong, I guess. I mean, I don't know if you transfer between exchanges, if it catches that and rejects it, or you just lose it. So I always want to transfer a small amount to test it. So with going from Binance to Kraken, it was going to cost me $13, where when I went from, who was it? I went from, when I go to Gemini to BlockFi, it's free, but I read Coinbase and Gemini both don't charge you if you transfer. So Binance, it looks like it does. So it's going to cost me $13 just to test it, and then another $13 to transfer what I want. Did anyone notice how XLM surpassed? XLM didn't surpass XRP. Did anyone notice how XLM surpassed X? I'm not sure what you mean there, human. I mean, XLM is here and XRP is still 4. So Polkadot, I think Polkadot and Cardano are both going to pass. I think Polkadot and Cardano are going to end up in the, I mean, who knows what's going to happen to Tether this weekend, but then USD, this USD is going to probably start surging up. But I think that your top 5 is going to be Tether or USD, and then Bitcoin and ETH and XRP, not XRP, Polkadot and Cardano. I think Cardano is going to bust into the top 5. You got lucky with 7 days. Back in 2017, they had to close new registry. Yeah, I think that's going to happen again. So I'm actually a little bit early to this party with getting on the Binance. And now that Bitcoin is going through the roof, because I did that, I started that process when Bitcoin was like 20,000. And now that it's at like 40,000 and them searches are going up, and a lot of people do promote Binance. And so I'm still looking to make a video on all these different exchanges. There's just so many. I just want to get used to them all. And there's just so many different things with each ones that are pros and cons. At the end of the day, you definitely, I would recommend having at least Binance.us, Kraken, and Coinbase and Gemini all just set up and ready to go, and kind of spread your stuff out. Use Coinbase Pro, cheaper fees. And yeah, I was looking at the difference between, I don't do a lot on Coinbase. I just have it because it is convenient. If I need to transfer large sums, Coinbase allows 25,000. If you go to the Pro, it might even be more. I know the difference. I was looking at the differences just between regular Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. I haven't put a lot of effort into that because, again, I don't use it a lot. One thing, so Binance.us is really good. The one thing I don't like about it is that at least it wasn't available on the app. I haven't checked the website, but I have all this Ethereum, and with that Ethereum, I want to buy Cardano, and I don't think it allows me to do that. I think I have to go to USD, then Cardano, so it's like extra fees. But with Binance, I did buy some BNB. I think that's kind of down, yeah, right here. It's hovering around the same price. So I bought some BNB because you can use your BNB as fees and it's super cheap. Price wise, LXI, LXM higher. Yeah, it's higher, but the market cap. It's all about that market cap and how many outstanding coins and etc. there are. So XLM has a market cap of 6.7 billion and XRP is 13 billion. So it's still about halfway behind. I think Cardano is going to blast into the top 5 with this Gogan thing coming up. Oh, on Binance, good. I wasn't able to figure it out on the app. I'll probably do that tonight. We'll take a look at Bitcoin and ETH because I did see that Bitcoin was pumping. You know, I just got that vibe it was going to be a big pump, and I almost went long the Bitcoin future yesterday at around 34,000, which again is 5-to-1 leverage. And I'm like, no, Tom, don't continue to stay mechanical, continue not to over leverage yourself, because if you're wrong on that, it's going to hurt, right? So I'm a little bummed because I could have made like 30,000, but at the other time, I'm just being smart because I could have just as easily lost 30,000, right? And I'm already got a lot of exposure with Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially and in the miners. But because I saw that pump coming, and the consensus around the internets and YouTube was that this was going to be a big pump. I was watching that Dutch kid again. I wish I could remember his channel, man. He is really good at catching. He caught the short really good, and then he caught the long yesterday really good. So whenever right now, I'm listening to that guy. I tell you what. But because of that, I did take all my premium off the board on Riot and Mara. All my call premium and most of my put premium, almost every single bit of it was a winner. I did have a few calls that were down like 30 bucks. Overall, it was a nice chunk of profit. And I just knew that Bitcoin, and luckily this was during market hours when this pump started. So I was able to get all that off, and it looks like it's going to be a good move because Mara's up $3 today. Riot's up, what's Riot up? 258. I still got puts on over there. That's good. One other thing I did put on that is not crypto. What else did I put on? I put on a Palantir Iron Condor just to kind of have that on my board. Get some premium going. That's down $6. Neo's down a bit. I have covered calls on both of those. I think I'm gonna roll this one down because I'm getting very fearful of a big market pullback. So I think the stimulus is gonna come out and the market is gonna pump. But I don't know how long that's gonna last. If it's gonna be short-lived, if it's gonna be long. If they continue, and I would assume this is kind of going to happen. They're going to continue to do everything they can, keep everything pumped up. But eventually, man, like again, the market's forward looking. So it's going to be like, okay, wow, we just got all this money. The economy, got the economy back up, but people are going to have to get back to work and all this stuff's going to start happening. And I don't know. And because when you look at it, dude, this stock market, the last 13 years, this has basically been like that. There's been a few little. It's the biggest bull run. It was the biggest bull run in history by like 2013, and we're 8 years later, and it's even bigger since. So eventually, it's making me a little nervous. I got my IRA positions. Tesla is not coming off the board over there ever. I don't know how I'm going to handle my Tesla position over in the big account. My gut instinct is just to leave these 100 shares on until I retire. I did put a covered call. I lowered my covered call. It was at 1,500. I lowered it to 1,300. It's down a bit more today. I also put that put credit spread on, which is it's down about $10. I used to switch from BTC and ETH to something like LTC or Dash only to transfer off because BT were too busy, high fees, and took days. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Like I was gonna transfer ETH from Binance to Kraken, and it was $13 just to do a test amount, and then I tried more, and it wasn't in dollars. It was a Bitcoin, and translated to $13. I'll have to see. I mean, if I swap my ETH into, I wonder if, I don't know if ADA is on Kraken. Maybe I can just transfer. I want to get a bunch of ADA and stake it, to be honest. I think ADA, so ADA is sitting around 30 cents. I think ADA is an easy $3 to $30, right? Like $3 alone is a 10x. So I don't want to throw a bit more money at that. I think ETH, a really good shot. ETH pumps to 2 grand soon, like by the end of January, early February. It's gonna break its all-time high of around 1430 very soon, if not by like this weekend. And once that's done, it's gonna blast off. Bitcoin's gonna blast off, most likely, right? I think if Bitcoin passes that all-time high of around 42,000, I think the next stop is around 58,000 in pretty short order. You can have it on Binance, ADA easier. I have ADA on Binance, but I want to stake it and I want to buy more. But I need to get money over to Kraken because I want to get into Polkadot. I think Polkadot's going to get listed. It's almost certain Polkadot's going to get listed on Coinbase soon and probably Binance. But if you get into it before that, because that's good, Coinbase is going to make it pump like a mofo. I think they're talking about VeChain on Coinbase too. So that's some of the reason I bought that. Dude, it was like 0.02 cents. It's one of the cheaper altcoins I took a gamble on. Obviously, the smart thing is just to buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum. I say that most people can't handle this, and it's no offense to you, but here's the deal. A lot of you retail people are going to FOMO into Bitcoin. You're going to invest more than you can afford, or you're going to be desperate, trying to get rich quick. You're not going to be able to hold. You're not, like, even me, right? I have a pretty good tolerance and stomach for volatility, but even me, and I'm up over 100% on my Bitcoin. But now I'm considering that as like, dude, that's money. That's money I have now. That's money I own. That's money I need for retirement. And to watch like 20, 30, 40, $50,000 come off my net worth in like 2 days. Man, I'm still in profit, but that's hard to stomach. So it doesn't get any easier unless you're, a huge whale. Crypto Lee in the house. What is up, BMAC Mac D? How you doing? Finance. I don't like to trade them, add and hold. Yeah, no, I get that. I'm the same way. I am buying and holding the hell out of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I would love to be able to hedge that with futures if I could. And I wouldn't even mind taking a stab at a few longs. I would look at it like yesterday. If I would have had like a Bybit, I probably would have went long over there with some. For me, it's more about that hedge. Especially because if I got a lot of these miners on, etc., and I see a big down move coming, I would love to be able to hedge. Unfortunately, it's just not very easy in the United States. Bingo, FOMO. I have FOMO on Polkadot. My FOMO is on Polkadot and ADA right now. I have zero FOMO on Bingo. Yes, add and hold, bit, ETH, physical gold. Man, gold and silver are kicking my ass right now. I want to get into real estate. I just don't want that headache, man. I don't want to deal with just buying real estate drives me insane. I don't have the patience for it. And I still would need to learn that game and learn all the angles and get a bunch of contacts with like what contractors do I have to fix stuff, and and again, I don't even want to stay in the city I'm in. So if I'm going to get into real estate, it's probably not going to be in the city. And it's a lot of work, dude. So, it's not that much work to sit in a chair and trade. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Band and Bat looking good. I'm not familiar with Band offhand. Bat, what's Bat? I didn't think Bat was doing that well. That's the one that's the Bravo browser, right? Like, I don't know anything about Bat other than I hear a few people talking about it, and it's related to Brave. I mean, Brave's a cool browser, but does that make it a good blockchain? I have no idea. I FOMO Dot, and I think, yeah, good for you, man. I think Dot is easy 2x, like guaranteed 2x, if not much more, 10x. I think $20 to $100. 20 very conservative. 100 is definitely possible. If this bull run continues, if this bull run goes parabolic, I think Dot is a great one to have. Dot and Cardano are my two favorite must want to have altcoins. The only one I haven't got into yet is Dot, and I kick myself every day. I mean, it's crushing. If I would have bought Dot instead of all this Ethereum I had put my money into, I'd be doing a lot better shape. I think Ethereum's going to explode here pretty soon. Just buy REITs. Yeah, I've been studying them. Dividend, passive income. Yeah, I'll eventually start moving into REITs once I get a decent little kitty. I definitely want to get into a lot of passive income stuff. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity with passive income if the liquidity in cryptocurrency, like I personally believe DeFi and cryptocurrency is going to change the world in ways most people can't even imagine. But it's going to take time, right? So there's going to be a lot of volatility. There's definitely a lot of opportunities to continue to get passive income. I think Polkadot, you can earn 12% on Kraken, which is amazing. And I think it has a very good chance to 10x still. ADA, you can get really good passive income on staking. I have no idea how to do that though. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Like I want to do. You're welcome, buddy. I want to figure out how to stake Cardano, and I kind of want to start accumulating quite a bit more of that. Your call on AAVE was foreign entry. I entered at 78. Who made a call on AAVE? If stocks, realty, income. I didn't like that because they claimed it was a faster browser, but it was slow as G. But that was a few years ago. Maybe, yeah, so Brave, I like Brave. I use Brave. I don't use it a lot. Excuse me. It's really good when it comes, I say that, it's really good when it comes to security. But there's some things I don't like, man. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I like the fact that Google knows what I like, you know? I go to Google. Brave, if you want to be ultra secret, it's a great browser. I mean, I think Edge is really good now too because it's Chromium based. But Brave's all about that security, but you miss out on some stuff with that. And at the end of the day, I'm not in my bunker with my tinfoil hat on. I just assume, like I had an interview recently with Amazon Web Services. They want me to do, well, they're recruiting me for some security job, and it's so secure that they can't even tell me what my job description is. Yeah, and I think he kind of got the hint that I didn't sound overly interested because I haven't heard back from him. But maybe it's just because of the times. Because I would be working in like I forget what they call it, and I'm just like and just because it's Amazon. But anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. To be quite honest, so I'll just move on. You did mate on Twitter. I did, man. Are you sure it was me? Like, when was this? AAVE? Because I might have put it in there. It's like one I'm looking at, but it's kind of fallen off my radar as of late. Right? Because I've been like, again, I'm very, very, very new to cryptocurrency, but I am like deep diving, learning it. I don't know if I'm ever going to have the time. My work is just too demanding. I would love to start digging in and really start like investigating all these smaller ones and doing that, doing those deep dives and finding the gems. But man, that stuff takes a lot of work. The amount of research I've done so far, ADA and Polkadot especially, just keep, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about Polkadot, but man, it looks like some amazing stuff. Realty income is definitely a top pick. I love AVB. They are luxury apartments. Yeah, gonna be curious to see what's gonna happen after all the stimulus dries up, because the stimulus is not enough to pay for all these people behind on their mortgage and rent. And like, even most of these people, most people think about it. If I couldn't afford to pay my rent and I could barely afford to eat and I got a stimulus check and I know I can't get evicted, what am I going to do? I'm going to YOLO it in Bitcoin and Robinhood, right? I mean, that's what most, or I'm going to go buy TVs. Someone pointed out previously, everyone's buying TVs and Bitcoin and Tesla calls instead of food and paying the rent. So anyway, let's hop back over to the market. I do have a very busy day at work. I do have to get off soon. Pronto. All right, so Bitcoin went above 39,000. We might hit all-time highs again today, baby, and then it's to the moon. Ethereum, if that Ethereum bands are rocking, you know, look at that. Look at that. Ethereum and Bitcoin took that blue pill yesterday because it's on like Donkey Kong. So I do think very good chance we hit all-time highs, if not today, over the weekend, as long as we don't get another one of those whale movements or tether. Who knows with that whole tether thing? I think that's mostly just FUD though. So take a look at my futures plays. I've got this mini NASDAQ I've had on for a while. It's up a couple $100 overall. It's up $12 for today, so the market's pretty flat. I did have to roll my my 10-year, my dollar, and my precious metals because those expire today, so I rolled those forward. That's one of the problems with doing futures. There's a carrying cost, but it's really small on these. So anyway, my 10-year now up $2 for this new position. My dollar short, what's going on with the dollar, guys? How's the dollar so strong? Anyway, my dollar short's down about $30. It was down about 60, I want to say. My precious metal long, this is the one I was down 60 overall. So that gold and that silver making a comeback. Oh, gold's down 8 points. What's bringing up this precious metal? Anyway, we'll move on. Tesla Maesla, how you doing? Negative $10, man. I am very fearful of a huge market pullback, maybe by the end of Q1, middle of the summer. Pretty boring day in the market so far. I'm really not going to do much else. I am up handsomely. Thank you, Mara. Thank you, RIOT. Thank you, Bitcoin. And thank you, Ethereum. Yeah, I think it was you that said it will be a 3-digit, but I will have to look. I said AAVE will be a 3-digit. Nah, brother, there's no way that was me. If I said that, I must have been like high or something that day. If it was, I honestly don't remember it, but I don't think it was me. That's cool. Anyway, boys and girls, I love you so much. Thank you for hitting those likes. It's been a great day. I think Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to be a great day, a great weekend. I gotta, it's gonna be a long day. I gotta go do some wireless deployment. So let's wrap this up. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.